You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Well, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is kind of petty. He actually vetoed a bill funding the Texas Legislature because he's mad that Democrats walked out. This is what he said. Funding should not be provided for those who quit their job early, leaving their state with unfinished business and exposing taxpayers to higher costs for an additional legislative session. I therefore object to and disapprove of these appropriations. Texas state lawmakers are paid $600 a month with an additional $221 per diem every day the legislature is in session. Well, this is real simple, Teresa. If you don't pass a voter suppression bill without any Democratic support, then they wouldn't have walked out. So guess what, Greg Abbott? Suck it.
Okay. Ben?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt with my laughter, but yeah, no, they can suck it. Yeah, that's it.
I agree.
Was it me or Teresa? I'm sorry.
Actually, I said Teresa, but Teresa obviously is a flummox because it's like he's sucking on his thumb. Since y'all not gonna sit here, I'm not gonna fund y'all. Like a big ass baby. Mustafa?
I mean, come on, Governor Abbott, he got so many different issues that are going on in the state of Texas that he's not been on the job about. I mean, he still doesn't want to get behind the impacts that are happening from the climate crisis. He still hasn't been able to address the food justice issues that are going on in the state of Texas. He still has been resistant to the opportunities that exist around a clean economy that would create new jobs for folks there in Texas. He still has a significant issue that's going on around housing and transportation. And he also has representation from his state who goes to Mexico in the middle of an emergency. So if he wants to talk about folks not showing up, maybe he should have a conversation with Senator Cruz, who decided to take a little siesta, or more than a siesta. You know, he wanted to take a little vacay and go on down to Mexico and hang out for a while. So the reality is, you know, if Governor Abbott is serious about change, he's got plenty that he can focus on. And the first part he should start on is making sure that these restrictive, Jim Crow-ish types of actions that they've been passing and putting in place no longer move forward. That would show real leadership.
Here's the thing. How about you focus on the power grid in Texas, Ben? How about that?
Absolutely. And that's what, Mustafa, what you were getting to is that the top of the priority for them, for the Republican Party, is to suppress votes, not to take care of their constituents, not even to save lives. They're perfectly okay with instituting policies and practices that are going to get more people still killed from COVID-19. That if any policy they want to implement, they've shown that they want to do more harm than good. That said, we're dealing with a crisis situation of leadership here. And there are so many things that need to be taken care of, but they are so focused on stopping black people from voting that is the number one thing on their list. And they know exactly what they're doing. And this is the part about the Democratic Party that absolutely drives me crazy. You're not going to be able to give the Republican Party an epiphany. They are never going to wake up one morning and become good people. They are not. Govern yourselves accordingly.
Teresa, have you recovered the comment?
Yes, I've recovered. Listen, I think there has been some serious issues that obviously is going on in Texas, but I think if they decide to get on the same page, the one thing I probably do say with Republicans, they are very consistent. Once they are focused on an issue, they battle it on probably like 20 different angles. So obviously voter suppression is one of them, and it's probably going to continue to be the top bar of their conversation. So I think we all should just be looking out for their new tactics that'll be coming in the near future.
Oh, yeah. There'll be new tactics, no doubt, because they are not at all happy with what Democrats did. Back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Steve got all these jobs, got all this money, got all these awards. He talk about God and the Lord and his wife all the time. So he was over here talking, and his wife was there, and I knew it was his wife. So I walked up behind her and gave her a kiss on the cheek. The projects in Steve came out in about 10 seconds because he was like, I'm hearing some kissing over here. Who the hell is kissing my wife?
Well, Roland, you leaned into and you was doing here just to aggravate me, and I heard it out my ear, and I went, okay, man, I don't know who this brother is, but Essence is about to be different. And I spun, and it was the ignorant Roland Martin messing with me. But hey, man, you know how I feel about that girl. So it was quite interesting, and I had to apologize because the CEO of Essence was standing right there, and me and Roland almost turned the festival out. It would have been quite different.
Now, speaking of turn the festival, we also are always on our pocket square game. Always.
Now, I got to give Roland credit. We always battling each other for the different looks. Pocket squares is something we kind of specialize in. We try to make it. This is topping the game right now. This I've never seen. I will be stealing this look. Soon as I find the people from out of this country that he bought this stuff from, and I get a proper email, I'll be sending to China or wherever he bought Japan or Yugoslavia, wherever they made this, and I will be looking. That is hot. I got to give it to you. That's the best pocket square I've ever seen.
Now, last piece. Steve is a big golfer. I'm a big golfer. So when we gonna have this golfing brothers thing?
See, Roland, you're trying to talk me into something that you've been doing a lot longer than I. See, you've been playing golf since college.
I took it as my PE at Texas A&M in '87.
See, right there, I picked up golf after Tiger won the Masters. And then I bought a set of clubs and played with a custom set of clubs for 5 years without a lesson. I can't tell you the bad stuff I've ingrained into this swing. I just now started going over the top. I just cut that out. Okay. So, and I'm playing good though. I'm playing good for me. Well, what's your best score?
77.
That'll never happen here.
Well, Rodney Green is working with him. He's our good friend as well. But
77. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm taking a full-page ad out in the USA Today.
All right, folks, don't forget this Friday, the virtual festival, Essence Fest Live Loud Virtual Festival begins this Friday. You can go to essencestudio.com, essence.com. The virtual festival will take place Friday through Sunday, and then, of course, it takes place again next weekend, July 2nd through the 4th. On Monday, we're going to have a recap of the first weekend of the virtual festival. And then, of course, on July 5th, we're going to have a recap of the second weekend.